for people who don't understand, when it's broadcast, it's easier to cheat because you can have it removes one of the challenges of cheating, which is the one-way communication from the board to the engine. Here, the engine can just watch the broadcast, and then all you have to do is send signals right back.
Right.
I mean, that's really, I woken up to this fact, actually programmed. So setting all the silly sex toys aside, I have a bunch of these devices. So like this is the size of a coin,
Mhm.
and it has a high resolution vibration that you can send. So you can just have this in your pocket. It's basically what your smartphone has ability to vibrate. You can do programmatic communication through anything. Bluetooth is the easiest. So like this made me wonder, like, wait a minute, how often does this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like at every level of play. And you said this only became a huge concern for at the highest level of play, but then how much cheating is going on at like the middle level of play, especially when more money is involved. So in the game of poker, when like it really made me think like the future will have devices like this much easier to, like, you will engineer smaller and smaller and smaller devices that have onboard compute
Mm-hmm.
that like this is the future. I mean, I just, it makes me, I think probably with all kinds of cybersecurity, that means the defense will just have to start to get better. Even with chess, it seems like the security is very clumsy. Just looking the scanning of the recent tournament.
One thing you'll see is that a lot of people are talking about whether Hans is cheated or not.
Yeah.
The one thing that almost nobody is doing is actually like trying to show how it can be done.
Yeah.
Everyone's basically avoiding that. And I think the single biggest reason for that is simply because it can be done very easily at like a weekend tournament. If you play a weekend tournament where the top prize is $100 and the players are maybe master level, somebody could already do this. Because even in St. Louis now, where they have the security, my understanding is the nonlinear junction device they bought cost about $11,000. And organizers, if you have a weekend tournament at the local club, you don't have $11,000 to spend on such a device. And so that is why a lot of people have been talking about it, but I think it is very, very serious. And that's why it is good, even if, aside from Hans, even, it is a very important question or debate to be having at the present moment.
Well, I think it's good to talk about it, right? To make it so that the defenses will really step up. I think you could do pretty cheap, like the security pretty cheaply. But you have to take it seriously.
Right, of course. And again, we'll see what happens. I think that's going to end up being on FIDE more than anyone else to try and do that. I don't think asking the organizers to do it. I mean, I feel like FIDE, they are the governing body. It will be on them at the end of the day to figure it out. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of months.